Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of Nanatsu no Taizai, or you could call it the 7 Deadly Sins, on chapter 239. Now, this chapter right here was actually pretty cool, but if anything else, I'd also like to give out my honest thoughts after I give you guys this certain recap, etc. But aside from the chapter, the cover page or the first page of the 7 Deadly Sins was actually pretty cool. All the 10 commandments are there, especially the formal ones, and we already know what happened to each and every one of them. So if anything else, let's just get to the chapter now. We have to it that Chandler questions them about being the comrades of fate, and honestly, he hates the fact about that thing, and he ends up trying to wipe them off from existence and use Grudge Blade against them. But apparently, King managed to somehow deflect that with his Chastaful attack, True Form, etc. But Chandler managed to deflect it with full counter, which is pretty troublesome. And it seems like to me King is able to hold his own in a firefight no matter what it takes. And apparently Chandler challenges him head on, as he knows that firefight is something that he enjoys doing. And thanks to the magic on my hand, if without Gother, you can't do anything anyway. Although Hawk tries to get Gother to move, but apparently Gother is not moving at all. And we have to it that Chandler went all out and gets ready to clash against the 7 Deadly Sins, while Chandler says the young master's happiness is no need for you. And we have to it Deanne says we want that captain to be happy, but Elizabeth is right there to give him that happiness. Just like I need King, just like Bond needs Elaine, Gother needs Nadia. And therefore, we had to it that Chandler was about to blast Deanna away after he got punched by her. Bond managed to restrain him and tells King to launch the full-on skill attack against him. But we also see to it that Bond thinks in his mind right now. He calls Meliodas his best friend and says, "I'm so sorry for not noticing that you suffered way more than I did. But please come back to me and let me just apologize." And we had to it that Chandler realizes that Bond is immortal and just decapitates him really easily just to get him off him. And we had to it that Chandler was using everything he's got, and he's actually pushing back King really greatly, which shows another demonstration of his power. And we have to it that one of the attacks actually attacked Elizabeth, I believe. And we have to it that Deanne's like, "What the heck's wrong with you, huh? If Captain's really precious to you, why the heck would you do that? You'll kill him." And Chandler's like, If that was the case, he was never the young master to begin with, if he were to die by my hand like this. And we have to it that Bond was trying to attack Chandler again, but Chandler just blasted him away and says, "Just get the hell out of here, you stupid weakling." And we have to it that Hawk is getting angry at Gother and says, "What the hell are you doing, dude? You gotta use one of those techniques to stop him." But Gother says, "As an absolute order from a high-ranking demon, if I even disobey or even fight against it, I'll be destroyed." Even Hawk is realizing that Gother really wants to help, but we have to it that Hawk knows that Gother's already in a stuck-like position. And we have to it that Chandler actually pushed back Deanne King greatly. And we have to it that Chandler raises his right hand that has the absolute order, but apparently Hawk comes in and licks his hand all clean before Chandler hits him really hard and hits him hard in the face, and he's about to do a damaging blow. But Elizabeth comes in right on time and ends up healing all the 7 deadly sins and gets them ready to fight. And she announces to Chandler, "I'm not going to give Meliodas to you, and I won't let you kill anyone." This upsets Chandler again once more, and we have to it that Deanne signals King to make a strike, but apparently Chandler ends up using his attack to attack King, but apparently he missed thanks to Gother's interference and thanks to Hawk's helpful hand by licking off that absolute order on his hand. He's able to Gothers managed to fight back. And we had to it that King launched his powerful attack of his true chastable first form whatsoever, or whatever form it is, and blasted Chandler away. And ends the battle there, and everyone wins in victory in the end. And the next chapter is the foundation for the future. So overall, if you are confused about the details I gave out, it was just nothing more than the seven deadly sins fighting against Chandler, and they struggled greatly. And Hawk came in to help out to get Gother out of that absolute order, and Gother managed to like pull the tides along by making Chandler miss, and then for King to like launch a devastating attack to knock out Chandler or kill him, etc. You know, after I read this chapter, if I'm really honest with myself, I wasn't too happy because, you know, Chandler is one of the highest ranking demons. But later on, I end up realizing that I'm also just accepted the way it is. And it is debatable. Like, many of you guys will tell me, like, I understand that you don't like the way how the fight ended, but you have to understand that, that Chandler just got out of his seal and he's really weakened. And I understand that, but still, for him to be handed down by the seven deadly sins, even though King and Diane did train hard, and with Gotha getting his power back, it's kind of surprising to see to it that they all managed to do this do all this damage, or managed to defeat him without the help of Merlin and Escanor. Although, like, if all of them, with the exception of Meliodas, took on Chandler, then I think like I would have accepted that. But eventually I think I just accepted it anyway, though I think a little bit deep down I'm just a little upset how the result is, because Chandler is one of the highest ranking demons, and to be defeated by the seven deadly sins, even though they got their power-ups and training levels from that Diane and King got and Gotha getting his original power back, they still should have struggled a little bit more. But I guess you could say that Chandler did get a number hit on him because of his own arrogance and disbeliefs, etc. So, like I said, it is debatable. It could go many ways of how you think about it, but like I said, I'm just like wishing that the fight could have lasted longer, if anything, and I really wish Merlin and Escanor became to part of play. But Merlin was turned into a child, so I don't know if she could come in handy at that time. And as for Escanor himself, he is just nothing more than a skinny, weak, holy knight for the time being because of the night. So I can understand why those two did not like come in and help, because they're all in their weak forms. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, peace out. Bye bye. Toodaloo.